Hello Sagittarius, this is Fox Astrology and Tarot here with your Astrology and Tarot report for August 2019. This is focused mainly on love, so this is about romantic relationships, your love relationships in general. That could be how your self-love is going, your love for others, whether you're in a relationship or single. This will help you going forward. So starting off, just keep in mind, if you have a Sagittarius Ascendant, this is probably going to be the most detailed and more specifically tuned to your natal chart report. But don't forget to check out also your moon sign or your sun sign video, as that will also help to kind of round out things, especially the moon sign helping you kind of tune in emotionally to how your relationships might be going, and the sun sign really getting you to tune in to your own energies and what's going to be kind of coming in from the universe through you, how you're really going to be really feeling that. So to start off on the 3rd, we have Mercury going direct back into Cancer. So communication wise, this is a good time to get back into setting up plans, reaching out to people and setting things up. So if you're single, that's probably a better time after the 3rd. On the 7th, we have the Sun trining Jupiter in Scorpio. On the 8th, we have Venus trining Jupiter in Scorpio. I brought up the Two of Love, even though in the general reading this was generally kind of like, let's see, right here. In the general reading, I brought up the Nine of Wisdom, seeing as this was really about maturity, self-awareness. But in this case, the Two of Love, I'm bringing this out because this is about this coming together of the two halves. This could be yourself, the light side that you feel attracted to, and the dark side that you feel to pull away from. It makes you feel better. In this case, Jupiter sitting in Scorpio is going to be really expanding self-awareness, intimacy, kind of digging into some shadowy areas, some places you would normally kind of pull away from. But seeing as the Sun and Venus are trining, this is energy coming in. It's going to be effortless. You're going to be drawn towards this activity. So to take advantage of this, I recommend both self-care and really taking a look at your hygiene, at your beauty routine, your grooming, etc., and taking a look at how you really feel about yourself. Do you feel attractive? Do you feel confident when you walk around outside? How can you improve that sense of confidence, and taking some actions to do that during this time? If you're single, obviously this may involve a little bit more introverted work, a little bit more work done at home or on yourself. Not necessarily the best time starting relationships, as maybe a lot of other people are also going to be working on the same thing. So hold off on that for a little bit until later. On the 13th, we have the Sun in conjunction with Venus sitting in Cancer. I pulled out the Love Feast. I feel like this is a great time for like starting new things, acting on things that you've already planned, following through, finishing, starting. In general, I feel like the energy here is forward and direct. I would recommend, if you're in a relationship, that you take time to get out, have some physical activity. This could be going to a concert, dancing, meeting and socializing with friends, centered around some kind of activity, going to see a museum, that sort of thing. Basically, the idea is you and your partner getting out, getting your senses engaged, looking at something to really stimulate yourselves mentally, emotionally, spiritually, that sort of thing. And this will really boost this energy. If you're single, this is definitely a time to do the same thing. Go out with your friends. Go out with the intent that you're going to be engaging in some activities, some skill-based activities that you are personally interested in for your own enjoyment. That will be the best way to take advantage of this. On the 16th, we have Mercury squaring Uranus. Uranus sitting in Aries right now. If you have a Sagittarius Ascendant, this sits in your 4th house. I would say the impact here is going to be a little rough at home. Maybe some communications, maybe some plans, some ways that you've been expressing your ideas or trying to get things through to other people. There's going to be a little blockage. It's going to require a little extra effort from you this time around. The square with Uranus really wants to make some changes and reform and bring some new energy in, and as a result, it's going to be asking you to get rid of some old things. This could be If it, as far as romance is concerned, this could be old letters, old relationships, old ways of behaving in relationships. As a result, what may come up may be a little sensitive, may require some extra commitment, some extra follow through in order to accomplish this, in order to make it through this for the better on the other side. I pulled out Monster because I feel like this is really similar to like the Tower card. You're going to feel a little vulnerable as things are being pulled away, taken away, feeling a little unstable, a little off your balance, but the whole reason is so that to build something else new that's going to work better for you, for your next situation, preparing you for what's coming, something different, something new, something better. On the 17th, we have Venus in Leo. On the 18th, we have the Sun moving into Leo. And later in the month, we have on the 27th, Mercury moving into Leo. All these planets moving into Leo, I feel like I brought up Esclarmonte de Foix. This is a great example of like this very balanced kind of Leo energy, enthusiasm, creativity, leadership, honor, nobility, and beauty, and also recognizing the impact that you have on other people's lives, recognizing how you can have a role for the betterment of other people. I feel like in this case, the Sun, Venus, and Mercury being involved, this is about expression. Expression of beauty, expression of ideals, expression of aesthetics. So this is about your personal taste. As a result, I feel like this is a great time to put on your favorite outfits, get a little creative, go out and enjoy yourself with other people, especially involving these artistic kind of tastes. So take a look at this month as a way of showing the best version of yourself. This could be, like I mentioned earlier with Mercury involved, some kind of expression of you, of who you are, maybe some ideas you have about the world or whatever. If you're in a partnership, I would recommend that you use this time to really give credit where credit is due. This could be with your partner, just saying in general, you know what, I really appreciate how you've been doing this. I really appreciate that you've been working on this and that and this. Showing that effort of recognizing the other person's level of involvement in the relationship is really going to go far during this transit. And the same way, you'll be also maybe even have the opportunity to receive some recognition for the role that you have in other people's lives. So hopefully that is explained well. On the 21st, we have Mercury trining Saturn in Sagittarius in your sign. I would say this is maybe a little relief, as maybe you're feeling Saturn sitting in your sign right now has been feeling a little restrictive, a little restrained, a little frustrating, as maybe your efforts aren't going as far lately. But with Mercury trining in here, this is maybe an opportunity to blow some of that steam off through expression, through sharing these ideas, these experiences with others. You may learn something. So take this opportunity, maybe go back and write down some things that you've been learning. Maybe go back on some old experiences and really unpack them through writing, maybe with a journal, maybe with even just a book that you feel like writing, a story you feel like writing, something like that. On the 24th, we have Venus in conjunction with Mars, and that sits in Leo. I'm actually going to pull back and see. Yeah, I'm recalling the energy of the Two of Love because I feel like it's like a reintroduction, a little bit more powerful this time as it's Mars and Venus together, these opposites coming together. This is a great time for getting out there. If you are in a relationship, you're going to feel really in tune with your partner, or tuned in. I mean, you're going to really feel like you can pick up on what their needs are. You can fulfill them effortlessly. It's going to come naturally to you. You're going to feel really empathetic to their needs. You're going to feel really tied in together towards this common purpose. Typically, when Mars is on its own in a transit, you might end up being forceful and maybe a little aggressive. But married, so to speak, to the two together, this is really a great blend of energy. So I would say any kind of new ideas, more of this creative socializing, getting out and going and doing activities together would be a great time to take advantage of that energy. If you're on your own, this is also a great time to meet or develop relationships romantically, as it's almost like you all of a sudden you can think of the right thing to say. You can think of the thing that's going to make them feel good, it's going to help remove obstacles for you and for this other person, as everything is going to be coming out clearly. On the 26th, we have Venus trining Uranus in Aries. On the 28th, we have Mars trining Uranus in Aries. And on the 29th, we have the Sun trining Uranus in Aries. So here's a huge shift here, a huge infusion from the Sun, from Mars, from Venus, bringing in together with Uranus. This is a big shift into a new perspective, a new dimension of experience. So for you romantically, if you're in a partnership, this is probably the best time to do anything involving letting go. So this could be letting go of material possessions, letting go of letters, letting go of old relationships, old habits, old ways of doing things. Take a look at your relationship and think, what can I do better? What can I improve on? What are some new ways of experiencing each other in this relationship that will help develop our relationship and develop our intimacy in a healthy way? And Uranus is really going to help with that. It may be a little fiery at first, seeing as it's coming through Aries, but the Sun, Mars, and Venus together, this is really all about who you are, how you love, and how to achieve goals together in a relationship. If you're on your own, this is a great time to get out and meet new people. I would recommend, if you're on your own especially, getting out and starting a new activity, something completely new, completely off the map, so to speak. Try it out. Try something new. Stretch yourself. Try and have a new experience. You never know, you might meet somebody out there trying the new thing for themselves for their first time, and you might be able to bond over that. So who knows what happens. I look forward to seeing your responses, your feedback on that, but I'm going to pull a couple of cards and then we'll wrap up. And like I mentioned, this is a love reading, so if you'd like to check out the general one, make sure to look at the playlist below, where it has all the different signs together, where I've done a general reading for the transits. This will cover stuff more associated with your career, your friendships, your pursuits, your purpose and passion, lots of P words. But yeah, so let's see if there's any messages for you for the month of August, Sagittarius. Wow, that was really creepy. I saw in my mind the image of the wolf and the card came out. That was weird. Okay, so let's see. I feel like dreams are coming as a message here. Dreams, paying attention to maybe your little dreams. You wake up, it's always good to kind of journal. This will really kind of clue you into any kind of unconscious insecurities and fears. If you write it down and you start noticing themes, things that pop up often, like I always have, stressful dreams about work, or stressful dreams about family, or stressful dreams about, school or something. Start noticing what exactly those triggers are, and once you understand what they are, try and take some action, some real solid action on those fears. Try and engage with those fears and get them to come up to the surface more. This will really help develop that. The bear really wants you to go into the cave, so to speak. So maybe this is this opportunity to kind of confront some of that. On the other hand, the wolf, I was really creeped out by the fact that it popped up right as I was thinking about it. It was really weird. Anyways, the wolf is all about teachability, the lessons, the receptivity to knowledge, the receptivity to wisdom, specifically learning from experiences, learning from the moment. Knowing this, the wolf is the teacher of teachers, so to speak. I'm actually going to pull the book out because I feel like it's actually really special that I saw it, and I want to make sure I don't miss any messages. Okay, so psychic energy. Sharing your medicine. Seek out lonely places that will allow you to see your teacher within. In the aloneness of a power place, devoid of other humans, you may find the true you. Look for teachings no matter where you are. Wolf would not come to you unless you requested the appearance of the tribe's greatest teacher. I feel like what's happening here is this message for this month is about medicine. When I think about medicine, I think, sometimes medicine works for very specific illnesses. Maybe what's working for you doesn't work for other people. Not everybody has the same chemical makeup, the same predispositions, the same genetic setup, the same energetic setup. So keep in mind, this is talking about getting alone, getting away from other humans, trying to find the teacher inside you. That medicine is going to be unique for you. And so sometimes we can, as Sagittarians, really seek that guru, really seek that external validation, that external knowledge. In this case, this month really wants you to take a look inside, get that wisdom from inside. It's going to be really custom-made medicine just for you. So I look forward to your feedback. I'd love to hear some comments. Let me know how everything is going for you in August. And as always, subscribe if you want to catch more. I do these monthly. I also do weekly transits to update on maybe some bigger events. I also do weekly Choose Your Message tarot readings on certain topics. And I do regular readings as well. So make sure to check the playlists below to follow up on any other signs you may want to check out. And there's also my email and my website. So look forward to hearing from you. Peace.